Once again, it's May 7th, 2004. We're out behind the Crate Memorial Civic Center along beautiful Lake Champlain. It doesn't feel like summer here, but it did when we were in Hawaii back in early April of this year. Daytime temperatures about 78, 80 degrees. You think you could handle that? Nighttime temperatures almost 68. Chickens and roosters everywhere. The sound of birds in the morning. It was just a delicious sights and sounds. Stay with us for Chapter 2 of Gordie's Hawaii Vacation. And this is the 16th of April on Kauai, and we're going to Oahu. Yeah, we are. We're going to a luau. It's Smith's Tropical Paradise. We've read about it and talked about it, and we're here, and we hope we all enjoy it. I'm sure we will. It's a breezy Friday afternoon as we approach. The next time you see us, we'll be on the inside. Just going to take some footage here as we enter the area. We're getting here at about 5 p.m. The actual luau does not take place until about 6. There's an awful lot to see in this area. Try to give you just a brief overview before we enter. There's a very interesting tree with directions on it to a number of countries. And a number of locations. This, as we understand it, is an international luau. We have a lot of guests here, including feathered friends. Some beautiful peacocks are here.
That one's wide open over there.
Rather spectacular birds. We heard they were going to be here, and we're delighted that they are. And of course the ubiquitous chickens and roosters are here as well. As the sign says, this is an India rubber tree. Many of the trees you see on Kauai are rather spectacular. Unlike anything we've seen in northern New York State, that's for sure.
This is their mating thing. They're after the females.
This is one of the prettiest sights on the face of the earth. These are rather beautiful grounds, actually. Everywhere you look, lots of beautiful flowers and plants. Just absolutely beautiful birds. With their feathers, their plumes out or in. Just spectacular. And we're inside a covered area with a large number of plants, the names of which I would never know unless we take a picture of them.
Oh, give it a go.
Anthuriums? Okay. Kay knows her plants. They're really quite pretty. Colors are outstanding. They're pretty even when I looked at them through a black and white lens. Oh, we're getting a lesson in horticulture today anyway. This is not an old Hawaiian burial ground, but it is a burial. As far as I know, that's where the pig is being cooked, that we plan to eat at this luau a bit later this evening. For those people watching who like horses, that's a big, strong horse, that's for sure. As you can see, there's a motorized ride you can take around the grounds here. This Smith Paradise, we've chosen to walk it about an hour before the actual luau begins. Just trying to enjoy the beauty of a great spring day. It's a beautiful white swan. We just learned that roasting the pig is called the emu, and the emu ceremony. There's an actual ceremony involved, which we hope we'll get check later. There's a nice bridge over the waterway here. We just heard the public address announcer talking about the luau being a buffet, all you can eat. And I'm up for that. How about you? Yeah, we're not exactly sure, we show our ignorance, the name of that red-headed bird that we've seen so often. He seems to be trying to get rid of all the other birds that are with him. As I said, there are many influences here on Hawaii. Chinese, Japanese, Hawaiian, Polynesian. And that will be represented in the music we hear during the luau later on this evening. Nice pictures everywhere we go. And late afternoon at about 20 minutes after 5 here in Hawaii, 6 hours behind Plattsburgh time, the sun is poking through, making it all together a beautiful day. I don't always know what I'm taking pictures of, so we'll let you draw your own conclusions. There are little groves with pedestals as you walk around this island. They're nice places to stop and rest. It looks like they accommodate up to 500 people for this luau. I believe it's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We originally had intended to come on Wednesday because that was Kay's birthday. However, they were already booked solid, so we decided to come on a Friday night, and it turned out to be just about a perfect day for it. For those of you who've heard of the Easter Island, this is obviously a replica of one of the famous statues, some of which are erect and some of which are not, and there's been a great deal of mystery and speculation as to who really put them there and how they got them in place. And if you want a head-on view of the statue, there it is. As I've said many times before, every time you start the camera, you get a postcard view. We'll take an occasional picture to show you what a cashew nut tree looks like. We're entering what is called the fruit forest. There's an avocado tree, but I don't see any fruit on it at this point in time. It's really a pretty place. And here's something I've never seen before. The sign says it's a jackfruit tree. You're on your own on this one. And in case you've never seen tobacco, this is it. When we first approached this tree and saw the smaller fruit, 1.5 inches in diameter, we said, oh, these are limes, until we came upon this one that's larger than one of the largest grapefruits you've ever seen. So once again, my friends, until we find a sign, you're on your own with this one. This is a star fruit tree.
Green guavas like guava juice and guava jam. Here's a really odd looking fruit coming up on our right. See this kind of a spindery looking thing up there, an odd looking, ugly looking fruit? That's called soursop. And contrary to the name, when that fruit is ripe,
This side we have bananas,
but that's why they grow right around. Stick it in the ground, it'll
and on this side we have guavas.
we can find apples again.
Well, this is soursop. We got an education once again from the public address system when the ride went by. And he said, contrary to what you might think, when it's ripe, it tastes like cotton candy. And I thought I was finished with fruit, but not until you get a picture of an apple banana. All right, here's a quiz. What does a pineapple tree look like? Yeah, I know. They grow in the ground. What you see is the top of the pineapple. That was one on me. I learn something every day.
Aloha. Aloha. Aloha everyone, my name is Kyoki. And what you just saw earlier was our young man doing our blessing, or the starting off of our luau this evening, by the blowing of our conch shell. Back in the olden days of Hawaii, the conch shell was basically used to bring order into family life, as well as to start the day, as well as to end the day. And they did blow the conch shell 4 times, once to the ocean, once to the mountains, Mauka and Makai, and once to the setting of the sun and to the rising of the sun. Now this evening, our young man, which we call our Imu Masters, will be taking out one of your main entrees for our dinner this evening, which is our kalua pua'a, or roasted pork, which is cooked in our Hawaiian style of the underground earth oven. Now the imu is the Hawaiian version of the conventional oven or the microwave oven. And the Hawaiian people was one of the first to master this type of cooking. Now, the pig has been in here for about 6 to 8 hours. So when it comes out, it's going to be nice and delicate and fresh for you. How many of you have ever seen an imu ceremony once before? Let's see a raise of hands. Wonderful, we got some kama'ainas or natives to this before. Now, just a fair warning for those of you who may not be able to handle it. It is pork. It was an animal, and it will come out. So if you can't handle it, I do not want to see anybody, you know what. Anyway, besides the kalua pork, we also have our dessert item, which is called the rice pudding. Now, this is made with white steamed rice, as well as a lot of butter, and it's mixed with cream. It's going to be on your dessert line earlier this evening, and if you have a chance, go ahead and try it. It's called the rice pudding. It's a tapioca or pudding type of dessert, and it's a Hawaiian specialty that you'll find in almost every luau or in any Hawaiian home as well. Now, on the dessert line, there's also the haupia, which is coconut milk, which is hardened. It's a very good dessert for you to try, something to go ahead and be authentic, and it's a food that you've never tried before. But we also have our regular fresh greens and everything else. If you're not too brave to try the other food, we do have food to fit everyone. Now, the young men are uncovering the imu with our Hawaiian soil, or our white sand from our beaches here in Hawaii. Please, on the top, which will give you, if you're standing on that, you can kind of smell the flavor, so to say, coming out of there. See, our young men have our fine Hawaiian utensils there. So this is the first layer that they're taking out. The first item they'll be taking out is the rice pudding, which I explained to you about earlier. It's going to be on your dessert line this evening. If you could smell the smells coming out of this imu. Wonderful. Now, if you want, just stand back for a little bit. When they take the pig out of the imu, there's going to be a chance for you to take pictures once they go ahead and take it out. You're welcome to do so. All right, so this is our kalua pua'a, or our roasted pork. And as you can see, our young men are very strong and tough. They're unloading the hot leaves as well as our stones with their bare hands. So see how tough and strong our men in Hawaii are. All right, so just give them a little bit more to get settled. If you want to come forward and take a picture, you're welcome to do so. Once again, the cocktails will be starting in our imu hut there. Please make sure if you're going to be drinking alcohol, have an ID. You're going to be drinking, and also one alcoholic beverage per person. Thank you.
Hey, we'd like to say aloha. We'd like to welcome all of you to Smith's Tropical Paradise Luau. We'd like to introduce ourselves. We are the Paradise Serenaders, and we're going to be serenading you for a little while. In the meantime, if you haven't done this, why don't you introduce yourselves to the person right across you, next to you. Shake their hand, say aloha. We have a Mai Tai right there, and a Hawaiian punch, and of course a straight block. We got dinner coming up in just a few minutes. In the meantime, here's some Hawaiian music.
mountains everywhere. Have you found its spirit? Ancient gods, their motto still lives here. You love these islands. Nothing in the world can compare. This is aloha. This is aloha. This is aloha. This land of
goddess of fire. The time will soon come when my people will leave their homeland of Tahiti to search for new lands. So their destiny may be fulfilled, I will prepare for them a land of many islands, a place to be known as Hawaii. And when the time of my people's migration is at hand, I will beckon them to follow me to a land strong with the spirit of love, a spirit that will beckon people of many different lands to be a part of our Hawaii. And thus, they will be known as my golden people. I am Pele, goddess of fire and volcano, and these are my people, the golden people of Hawaii.
Aloha O kai kalama ka hiki na me kaua ka hele no kukai. Amai na iwa me ia ngā me ka pola ka i tauru baby. E mai na iwa ma kualo. Ki alo ka pota iwa iwa. O ino hoki ka pume na ali. E ola ma ko a maulo ala he ala he ala he. Aiala opele I Hawaii ea, I haamaia I maukele ea. Aiala opele I Hawaii ea, I haamaia I maukele ea. Uhi uha mai ana ea, e no me a ele I apuna ea. Mea nani kai pali uli ea, pule loa ela e na pali ea. A ia ka pale na I maui ea, ai na I kauruna au ea. I hea ka ua e la I ea, ke ala nui ni ane I ea. Aina ia mai ka puana ea, no hiki a kano e inoa ea. Aina ia mai ka puana ea, no hiki a kano e inoa ea. Ako ola au I kei taua e loko ale pumai ana I ka Akola au I kei taua e loko ale pumai ana I ka Ka iku ana mai ane I ka ua e ana mai ana e gai ke kuahi. Ka iku ana mai ane I ka ua e na mai ana e ka ua e ke kuahi. O e ana ka ua me he nalu ana e puka mai ana e ka ua. O e ana ka ua me he nalu ana e puka mai ana e ka ua. In ancient days, before the arrival of Captain Cook, and with him the early Christian missionaries, it was common, forbidden for the women to dance the hula. In a male-dominated society, the women were not allowed to partake in many of those early cultural activities. The dance you have just seen is a reflection of the pre-Christian culture of our Hawaiian ancestors. And now, from the ancient hula of Hawaii, we take you now to our Polynesian motherland, Tahiti. We now call out our young men and women to do for you the exciting and rhythmic drum dances called the otea. And after that, our young ladies will come up front to dance for you the exotic and stimulating aparima. And now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy the exciting dances of Tahiti. Yoran!
Come
People came to these islands, hired as contract laborers for the sugar plantations, bringing with them their very own unique culture. Now, Kung Fu, a form of martial arts, has always been a popular sport amongst the Chinese people. This form of art is still quite popular in Hawaii as well as in the Western world. Now, by way of dance, our young men would like to do for you a fun dance called the Chinese Lion. And that's done by the martial arts students to help celebrate the Chinese New Year. And now please welcome the dance of our Chinese friends. these islands to work in the sugar and pineapple industries, bringing with them their beautiful and humble way of life. You will find this reflected in their art, their poetry, their music, and especially in their dance. Our dancers tonight perform for you a beautiful Japanese fan dance entitled Namatsunoko. After that, they'll do a colorful parasol dance. And now please welcome the dancers of our Japanese friends. culture joined Hawaii's already rich cultural mix in the later part of the 1800s. For one reason or another, chicken fighting has always been associated with our Filipino people. Watch carefully as this young dad attempts to place this feisty rooster to sleep by just rubbing its underside. Our men and women present a fun and an exciting dance called the tinikling, a dance that involves the beating of two long pieces of bamboo, and the object of the dance is for the dancers to weave their way through the intricate patterns of the beating bamboo without getting their ankles caught. Now as the music gets faster and faster, so does the fun and excitement. Now let's see if we can get our rooster to sleep tonight. How about that? So at this time, please welcome the dance of our fun-loving Filipino friends. Aotearoa, also called New Zealand. And from New Zealand comes our Polynesian cousins. Now they're called the Maoris. The Maoris were thought to be the origin of the Polynesian race. They'll share with you the action dances of New Zealand. Like the Hawaiian hula, their hands tell you their story. Notice the shaking of their palms. This is called the weedy weedy. That it symbolizes the very life of the dance and of the people from New Zealand. A little later, the dancers will demonstrate for you the use of the Maori boy balls. And now please welcome the dancers of Aotearoa, New Zealand, our Maori cousins. As a means for their communications.
Oki, oki, toru mai, te
This is something we're not accustomed to doing, so we're not sure exactly how much footage we're going to use, that is to show you on our television stations around the North Country. So I'm not sure if there will be another chapter, but this concludes chapter 2 of the Hawaii vacation, and we thank you all for watching and indulging these home movies from Hawaii 2004.